long as Venge is outside the chrono, I just see Virtus.pro winning a lot of these team fights. And if Alliance aren't playing 5v5 this game, they're going to lose within 20 minutes. And they're going to have to win a lot of team fights early on if they want to survive. Because I do think that Alliance's draft is going to be very scary going into later game stages, but they have to shut down the Viper, and they have to find ways to shut down the Viper key hero here, because I don't think they're going to be able to shut down the other heroes. Maybe whoever's going offlane, but this is interesting. Both games now VP, smoking up, just sporting around the map.
Yeah, they got NoFear smoke right away so that he could see if anybody was looking to block out his camp. Akke was first technically on the scene to get a ward down, but he used that ward in the mid lane to put the advantage there. But now with this extra bit of vision from Virtus.pro, they could just see exactly how the lanes are going to be potentially panning out. He sees vision of Akke hustling all the way towards that top lane to just try to see if the offlaner is going to play a ward there. They'll see Loda is going to be playing the Slardar to like join his side, and this is some good early intel from Virtus.pro. It does leave their bottom half of the map a bit in the dark, but I'm anxious to see what they're looking to do with this early piece of information. And you know, yoky is already trying to be the gatekeeper here at the top of the hill, and they will easily avoid the trouble from Alliance in this early roam.
So where are they going to put it? Oh, they actually know it's getting placed there too. They actually pinged it. Pinged it again. Any more pings do we? Oh, but EGM.
Very good for Virtus.pro, and they have sentries to work with as well, so they will definitely be able to take down the ward. And EGM actually hanging around this mid lane here. Oh my goodness, he could. Oh no, the courier looks like it's going to be heading more south. Virtus.pro. Oh, now it's back mid, but EGM's still here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. EGM's eyeballing it. He's going to go for it, I think. He'll see it in lane, and now he might creep in. He's got the golden staff. Can he get it? Come here, you little son of a gun. Bop! Oh, it moves!
Oh,
it moves! They see it!
Fast.
They see it just in time, and they pull it back and away. And Rubick not going to be able to get the courier grab. Very close, though.
It was still a good attempt, although it wastes a lot of time. But this is also really good, too, because they're going to be able to shut down G. Might get first blood here.
Okay, nice pull back into the stun. Beautifully done. We typically see that, you know, as a support pairing in itself, but, you know, Alliance showing that they've been a team since what feels like nearly the start of Dota, and they have a flawless execution on their first gank for G in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's what we talked about. Need to shut down the Viper ASAP, and what better way than to set that up. That was a kind of a misplay coming in from G2. He saw the Rubick coming from his left, so he could have hugged the right side a little bit better, but more action, rotation in the top lane. NoFear is trying to find out where he wants to go. He's like,
he just
where
dropped
should
the
I go?
sentry, so they see that Ob's at the high ground, but obviously he can't do anything about it. Yoku can't do anything about it. Actually, only Vengeful Spirit, or a Tango. Okay. Unless he can't get it. Nope.
It's expired too long. So I think what happened is he's like, okay, Yoku, I want you to take it. I want you to take this 100 gold in the XP. But he waited too long, and then it...
Yep. The vision from a sentry is not very long. Sometimes I feel like I'm lucky to get the D ward within the duration of its vision, but yeah, because of that, try to be a complement handoff. Doom's not going to be able to take it down. The ward will still stay until they get some sort of ranged action up there to kind of take care of it. But flirting around the mid lane now, FNG is going on the move with his Vengeful Spirit here, but it's a lot of attention towards his mid lane. EGM still around, and now even NoFear looking to show up with the Golem ability. He makes his move for S4, lobs out the rock, boom, chucks, hits in the head, and look at that. Flank from the other side. FNG will be waiting for him. Beautiful pincer play coming out from Virtus.pro. They'll get their response and revenge for G in the mid lane.
Yeah, that's a really good smart rotation coming in from FNG. You can't zone out a Faceless Void when you have an Abaddon core and Avenge. Like, there's no way. All you can do is pull and go for runes, and then if you can still make those plays in the mid lane. Because Lesh doesn't have an escape mechanism. Good play. Gonna put some damage here on G. Shouldn't be able to kill him, but...
Oh, they're hurting him pretty hard though, but G wants to fight. NoFear's here, chucks another rock, boop, bops him up. NoFear looking to go in, gets the kill. Virtus.pro will pick up that one.
Oh, he
But
stopped the stun.
Alliance here, not looking to go down without a
S4.
fight. Oh no, swing and a miss on the stun. They might get a follow-up Fairy Fire. And no, the right click. Thank you so much, Ice Frog, for that increased melee damage or melee attack range. Doom goes down. 2 baby Doomlings pop up. NoFear doesn't care about his babies, though, and will just let them die, apparently. But nonetheless, Virtus.pro going to be very happy with that trade. And Ryu, I don't know if we ever mentioned, but it is ALOHADANCE playing this Abaddon. This is going to be a Position 1 Abaddon.
Yeah, it's gonna be good in this situation where I'm gonna be curious to see what he first. Maybe he'll go for the drums, Vlad's, or he might just go for Vlad's first or something to help out for the pushes. But it's gonna be a utility, you know, Abaddon, and then Mechanism from Viper, and they're just gonna have so much sustain in the team fights. I just don't see how Alliance is gonna burst them. I'm not saying it's over at all, but they have to start playing better in this mid lane. Like, F4 only has 8 FPS at 4 minutes in the game, and he's already died twice. So this is not the start you wanted for Alliance, and needs to have a good
Trouble's coming.
game.
It ain't gonna get 80 easier. If S4 turns around right now, okay, he's not gonna be able to. Trouble runs right into his path here. FNG actually takes the high ground here, sees EGM, and they might swing around for him. EGM is gonna be first to pull off, and it looks like he will avoid the trouble, but this is Virtus.pro style. Oh, that's unfortunate for Virtus.pro, but you know, they really wanted to make sure they got the mid lane vision here, and now they're looking to surround EGM. S4 is still not back yet, and by the time he gets back, his partner's going to be dead, and he's gone. Virtus.pro, 4 in the mid lane, and this is just what feels like Ryu, typical Virtus.pro, bloodthirsty, hungry, and firing on all cylinders right out of the gate, and their lineup complements that to just continue to get better and better as we go. You know, they're hungry right off the bat. 4 minutes hits, they got the darkness, you know, soon enough Viper's gonna hit his level 6, and ALOHADANCE hasn't even entered the game, and now they're gonna be heading mid lane, they're gonna get another kill on S4! Oh my goodness, NoFear's gonna be going down as a response, and now Bulldog shows up. He's not level 6 yet, he's hustling in, trying to get FNG with the help of the time dilation, but meanwhile G and yoky looking to go on the back lines. Bulldog will be able to take down FNG. It's a decent fight for Alliance, but they would love to get a lot more, as they now have 4 here to kind of deal with the pressure. G able to get close enough, and they are going to be bursting down Akke, but finally they will take down that pesky Viper and take a little bit of a net worth swing back their way. A double kill for Bulldog. We've seen that one before. And now it's yoky being chased from S4 here. EGM looking to cut him off, and he tries to jump right. This is going to be a long-winded chase. yoky is already bought out. And now it's just creating space. Yeah, S4 is like, I'm going to chase this guy for the kill. I need it. And he's not going to get the stun.
At least he gets the XP.
He will try to get the XP, but he is still only level 4. Oh.
This is why you don't pick Leshrac, guy. I mean, the hero is super squishy. It's just a perfect counter pick too from becoming MVP. Honestly, sometimes you don't even expect the Viper, and it just countered the hero perfectly. So Alliance picking up their mid right then and there kind of crippled them the game for me, and it's crippling them now too. They have
shows up. Oh god, yoky's hustling in to slow him down, man. They are trying to bully the hell out of S4, but Bulldog will be there this time. Steps in, beautiful chrono will catch out the 2. A follow-up stun will connect, and it looks like Alliance might be able to get a good response for themselves. yoky tries to step away, but they glimpse him right back. Good job from Akke on that one, and they're going to be looking for more. Loda steps in, gets off the crush, barely able to live, will be able to make it away. He's good. ALOHADANCE has entered the battlefield now. Steps forward, hustles for Akke. He's going to be able to get that one. Where the hell has this guy been in the game? He wants to play. He hustles on forward, and now he's stuck between 2. Can S4 and EGM kite them? No, it looks like ALOHADANCE is going to be popping the borrowed time and will 180 the hell out of there. And Virtus.pro came to play in this series, and they're trying to close out Game 2 as fast as they did Game number 1, but as far as we go, the kill score is even 8-8.
Yeah, they just kind of need to weather the storm and get levels on their supports. So Alliance is actually doing a really good job kind of coming back into the game, but the problem still is, like, EGM is still level 4. S4 is 5, and after played by Akke is just level 4, and they're not getting the levels they desperately need. While on the other side of things, VP, sure, you have a nice Stalker level 4 and Avenge level 4, but they're happy with this. They're creating enough space for their cores, and they're constantly rotating around the map, finding kills. And I think the bigger thing is just having your mid tier 1 tower down at 8 minutes for Alliance. That's opens up so much possibilities from VP. But the other side of things, yoky.
Ooh, Akke hustles in, and we'll be able to get the glimpse. It pulls it right back to Loda. Loda's going to use the kinetic field as long as possible before he might have to commit any sort of crush play. He's just following him with it. Now we'll be able to commit it here, and the right clicks will come out. Akke will actually pick up the kill on that one. Bottom lane, more action continues. ALOHADANCE looking to kind of blitz on in here as Bulldog hustles back, turns around, gets the deny. S4 shows up. He's going to be eating a Viper Strike. G, though, eating a wealth of damage. Can he get off at least some poison damage here? Both him and ALOHADANCE will be going down. Another double kill for Bulldog on this one. And Alliance are back in the game. It felt like at first it was going to be them potentially ran over again, but it looks like this time they will survive and try to continue to make the most out of this daytime. Now pushing ahead 11 to Virtus.pro's 8.
Yeah, this is just where VP is just going to get constantly punished when they play super aggressive like this, and they only bring in 2 at a time. Like, it's the same thing last game where for Alliance. Like, you saw 2 go in mid for VP. They died. Now, mid lane. S4 dead again. But
wow.
That's 3 and 5 right now. 4 assists, but those 5 deaths are brutal right now. Sure, Bulldog is 4-0 right now, but it's not the state of the game where you want to be. But Alliance, as long as they don't keep using too many towers, they've only lost 2 so far, and they need to make sure they prepared for the next nighttime. That's when VP are going to look extremely dangerous. Extremely dangerous, and they're going to have to weather that storm. So they're going to set up now before it's nighttime, and they're going to try to fight.
Okay, here they come. It's Virtus.pro. Alliance are trying to get here at attendance. They will be doing this without their Viper G. G's at the bottom lane, doesn't have a TP scroll. He's committed for the farm and possibly being the one to build up the mech, it looks like. That mech could be a big tool for Virtus.pro, but because they got caught up in so much fighting, it is going to be delayed a little bit. Okay, he's lingering forward, not level 6 yet, but he's looking to get a glimpse back. But he might glimpse back too much into his face. AdmiralBulldog waiting for the chrono. Will get it onto 3. It will not catch ALOHADANCE, who is going to be isolated. Bulldog tries to mana burst to 3, but now with the help of S4, trying to burst him down with the help of the Pulse Ultimate. Might be able to get a good follow-up time dilation for yoky, who's going to lock him down, and he's going to be going down. NoFear catches a nice 2-man stun and will force Alliance back. They force off and try to get a hold of S4, and they can't get him yet. ALOHADANCE looking to hustle for him. We'll lock into this fight. Can he move in and get it done? Yes, he can. Burst him apart on the back end side. Abaddon is going to, try to possibly go for what looks like a 2v4. They will ultimately lose their NoFear Doom, and it looks like ALOHADANCE will be the next one to drop. Borrowed time has already been committed, and he will go down. Another successful fight for Alliance on this one. Without having G present on his Viper, and, obviously they might not want to have him there until he has the mech, kind of shows that, Virtus.pro are not going to get away with these little 2, 3-man, and possibly even 4-man fights.
Oh, this is looking so good now for Alliance, at least for the level aspect of things, but they're still going to constantly fight. G's and Viz.
Ooh, nice stun on FNG before he's going to be able to get the magic missile off. Follow-ups crush from Loda, and that might secure the space for Alliance to make it away. They might have to just settle for an Akke kill here under the tower. Actually, he drops the Static Storm and will glimpse back NoFear. And with that, Alliance make it away from trouble, and they're already looking for the next objective. Mid lane, they're looking to go for ALOHADANCE. They're going to get off the amp damage. But he pops the shield, and it looks like he will be able to avoid any sort of crush from Loda. And instead, Virtus.pro will just have to settle for a tier 1 of the top lane, Ryu.
Yep. Still the map controls going out for VP. And as we talked about, it's going to be nighttime really soon. So Alliance, they're not out of the clear yet. It's still going to be a bloodbath, and they still have to find ways to solve this game. When their ultimates are off cooldown, they're going to have to fight. And then whenever they're on cooldown, they're going to have to split up, try to farm as much as they can, maybe take some towers, because there's just no tower damage at all from Alliance right now. So they're trading tier 2s, and they can even defend this bottom tower. Sure, S4 went for the Diabolic Edict, but I'd be curious to see if VP actually want to go high ground right here. Yeah, they don't have the mechanism, so this could be very bad, but it also could be very good, just for at least making Alliance come back.
Courier is coming. It can't go fast enough to finish off. The mech, is going to be back in the stash, though. And here comes Virtus.pro. Darkness, swap back, S4, dead. Just like that. He will have buyback, otherwise he'll be on the sidelines for 30 seconds here. Can Alliance afford to let Virtus.pro kind of posture up inside their base.
Yeah, that was a bit of
NoFear
misplay
still...
for EGM. Like, he could have stole, swapped, and then swapped them out, but it's Chrono.
He's trying to save. That's a huge 5-man Chrono catch. Can Alliance do something with it? Big time dilation. Static Storm on top. G almost going to be going down the air. Going to get the finish for FNG. G will also drop. Now they look for ALOHADANCE. He's going to get the borrow time off. Heals up, but it's just him and yoky here. Alliance have already isolated yoky, and they're going to get the follow back. This will turn into a 5-man wipe. Beautiful setup from Bulldog at the start, though, with that 5-man Chrono. Virtus.pro, their positioning, unfortunately, just a bit too cluttered up. And Alliance do hold, and they punish.
And Rubick denied himself, so it was a 5-for-0 exchange. Well played from EGM, denying, getting a little bit back for not saving, but still had to buy back, but well worth it there in that situation. And yeah, when you group up like that, and then you don't have your fight back, it's like, sure, I can see understanding making that play, but they can do it again, though, right?
They can do it again.
They can do it again. Like,
they don't have big cooldowns to work around, and they don't even have to use the Doom. They're going to do it again while they got the mech. They're hoping. And you know what? Maybe that could have been pre-plotted for all we know from Virtus.pro. They're like, we're just going to go in there. Alliance could commit everything. We won't commit much. And then for round 2, they'll have nothing left in the tank. And just when they feel like they're confident and they're winning Ryu here in the top lane, that's when we make our move and we strike. And they're looking to do it now. Can they creep in and get the grab here? They're going to see both Loda and S4 pushing out the lane. S4 is going to be low on mana. Can they get into the side shop and stop them? There's going to be the wave. They got the vision. Loda might have to, make it away on his own. S4 not going to be so lucky. He just gets absolutely Shrek'd apart. And Loda will find a corner to TP out from. But Virtus.pro, you can bet anything that they are going to be charging down this top lane. I mean, it looks like S4 is not going to have a buyback either. He's out for 40 seconds.
That's the problem with the buyback there. It's... you're down for a lot longer. Chrono will be up, though. They still have the Wombo combo. But as long as VP is spread out and FNG, he just needs to stand in the back, swap somebody. Abaddon position himself a little bit better. And they should be able to take this.
Ooh, Echo Saber also done on Bulldog here. Don't see that very often in the Faceless Void, but when you're going to be one of the true DPSers of this game and you get off Chronos like that, you might want to get as much as you can with the benefit, of course, of his time lock with double hits. So we'll see if it's going to be enough. ALOHADANCE looking to take the tower, holds that borrowed time. And it looks like they'll reposition here. They don't want to get caught in a 5-man Chrono. There's going to be a pullback for G. And a Chrono's going to catch 3. Swap back, though, is going to save G so he can step back and try to get off a good mech. And there it's going to go. Now Static Storm is going to be dropped right at the choke point, but they've already found Bulldog, and they're going to be bursting him down. Now they look for Loda. Virtus.pro with a big fight here. Could quickly end this game. They're going to get S4 down. He drops. He's out for 45 seconds. No buyback is going to be available. NoFear looking to retreat. Bulldog buys back. He goes in. Glintz pulls him out, and they're going to get him down. Now they look for G. Can they get it? Alliance, it looks like they are going to be holding, but G's able to get that takedown of the takedown. And with that follow-up, they're also going to get Akke here. He gets dropped. 2 left, and 2 are going to battle it out. Bulldog and yoky look to square up and have a boxing match here. Bulldog trying to use the Echo Saber, gets the time dilation, the jump in, and he gets the triple kill. Whew, it's a long-winded, bloody rumble in the top lane. But Alliance will get the final say at the end. Virtus.pro cannot do any work inside the base.
When was the last time AdmiralBulldog was 11-1 at 16 minutes in the game? I'm pretty sure that's never. Maybe a Furion game or something, but goodness, he's just kind of carrying his team on his back right now. Sure, he was forced to buy back, but they held and they desperately need it. Still the biggest problem right now for Alliance is S4 is getting 0 item progression, and that's hurting him a lot. But at the same time, still Loda and AdmiralBulldog are. So they can potentially still carry this game. And it's a very even neck-and-neck game. So
Alliance have spotted FNG. Get up to the high ground, boy. They pull him right up, but they can't finish him off yet. Loda going to commit the crush here. Catches on to G. Beautiful Static Storm follow-up from Akke is going to catch them all. And now Alliance are looking to take the game right back in their court. They can... Virtus.pro have pushed hard enough into the Alliance base, and now Alliance are going to be fighting back. Bulldog catches a nice Chrono. They'll finish off NoFear first and then move for the rest. They hustle for yoky. They're going to get the pullback, and they will be able to take him down. Alliance get a 4-man wipe, And now they're going to look to make it another 5-man spread. ALOHADANCE is going to fight with everything he can to try to at least get EGM, but it's not going to be happening. There's a time dilation, even a Fade Bolt. Loda picks up that kill, and they're going to go right for the Roche Pit. Even a DD rune is waiting for him.
Yep, and that's just like saying thank you for the free Roche VP, and time dilation pretty much in this game right now, just crushing Abaddon's hopes and dreams. I mean, even shutting down the the other spells of the Night Stalker is very crucial too with the Void. But I mean, when you look back on it, Abaddon is just completely countered by what Bulldog can do. As long as he just gets time dilation off Abaddon in these team fights, doesn't have all the heals to work with, and it's just crippling VP. And it's what looked like potentially an easy game for VP. It's just turning into a game for Alliance to win, because as we talked about earlier, it's Alliance's late game is super scary, especially with all these who fight controls, and one good chrono, as we've been seeing, one good chrono just changes the whole complexity of the team fight. So and Bulldog's been hitting them, so.
And we got to be getting nervous now for Virtus.pro. I mean, they hit their stride, they hit their peak. It doesn't get much easier than this moving forward. Only Alliance are going to get that much stronger, but I think Virtus.pro recognize that, and I don't imagine they're going to be backing down anytime soon. But Alliance are already doing their own means of being offensive. Look at this wraparound play. With a huge setup, this could totally decimate Virtus.pro, and they are going to be sweeping in right from behind. Bulldog makes the move in. Loda's going to be first to jump, though. There's the crush. NoFear could be going down. Bulldog, beautiful catch on the 3 with the Chronosphere, and now S4 moves in with the pulse. Static Storm is there on top from Akke. And Alliance have a beautiful head start to this fight. Can Virtus.pro withstand this one? yoky looking to move in, trying to at least get S4 down. They almost got him. No! They're not going to be able to get him. He walks away. Beautiful glimpse back, and another 5-man wipe. What feels like almost the 3rd straight 5-man wipe for Alliance in this game.
Yeah, that's the problem with VP's lineup. They're kind of forced to play like this, where you're constantly farming or running at heroes because they don't have easy ways to run at to clear the lanes. So they're just like, well, we have to 5-man, else we're not going to be able to farm as effectively as Alliance. And fighting into an Aegis, though, that's, I don't know. And with them having superior, advantage in positioning of the map, because problem with VP, right? You clump up, or you're pushing, right? You show your intention. You're gonna push the lane, and then all Alliance have to do is just smoke in behind, and there's an element of surprise in Alliance favor, and becoming too easy at this stage of the game for Alliance, just a huge Chronosphere.
Yeah.
So I think the way back for VP right now, it's kind of like you kind of have to stall the game and stop running your bodies at them, but I don't think that's VP's vocabulary.
That's not Virtus.pro's way of playing. And and you said it right, it almost becomes predictable at this point what they're going to be looking to do. That round 2 play at the top lane, that was when they were hoping to win the game, and they were hoping for getting like an 18-minute GG. Alliance wouldn't suspect them coming back with the mech and with that Doom ready to go, but with that huge hold play that Alliance had, that got them in this game and kept them alive. But Virtus.pro, this is round, 3, 4? They don't care if they get 5-man wiped over and over again. They're going to end this game, and they're going to try to end this series. And, well, they might be able to at least get this tier 3. ALOHADANCE, though, going right to borrowed time. Bulldog, go insta-doomed! No crush for him, but the crush actually comes from Loda. And can they at least get the NoFear response? Static Storm goes down. This is great for Virtus.pro, though. Bulldog out of the picture. Could be bad, but that's only his first life. Now comes round 2 for Alliance. Bulldog jumps forward, and I think Virtus.pro, they don't want to hang around to fight. NoFear has no say in the matter, though, because he gets glimpsed right back. And, well, survived. Bulldog is going to catch him, and ALOHADANCE under the chrono. They'll get the finish on the NoFear, and now they're going to be looking for more. yoky caught in a fight with Bulldog up at the north, while G looking to make his move in. Holding now, has the Dragon Lance, catching him from afar. Bulldog, though, with the double kill, continues to have one of the best Void games we've ever seen. Gets a triple kill now. Glimpse back for ALOHADANCE. Can you give the man an ultra? Certainly you can. Bulldog doing one hell of a Faceless Void game. This one is all him. Props to the Dong Master. Another 5-man wipe for you. He'll finish this game 16-1. My goodness, we're going to game 3.
I mean, it's just one of those situations where, like, VP is potentially they could hold off and try to take this maybe 50, 60 minutes and, you know, have Night Stalker, Ags, and a Viper that could be decently farmed going against the Leshrac, because both of them were shut down so heavily for G and S4. It's kind of like they were just like sacrificial lambs this game. But it just looked like they really care to take this game. Like they didn't want to play a 50-minute game. They just like said, we're just gonna throw our bodies at Alliance, and if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. And they don't care because they have a game 3 apparently. But it's one of those situations where you see the Doom getting glimpsed back